Tiara lovers, rejoice, because this week we are not having just a Tiara Tuesday, but we are having a Tiara Monday and a Tiara Wednesday as well. We are starting this week with tiaras and spending almost half of the week talking about tiaras. I went through the photos and videos that I took during my time in London and realized that I'm going to have to start doubling and tripling up on tiaras if I want to talk about all of my favorites. So this is going to be a 3-part series. 6 of the most unusual Cartier tiaras that I saw at the exhibit. Today, we're going to start with 2 pieces that would be more properly called head ornaments, but I think they still fit into the category of tiara just fine. This first piece was made in 1902 for Lila Vanderbilt Sloane. It's made of platinum and diamonds, and it was made for her marriage to William Osgood Field. Although it was made during the Belle Epoque era and features the tight whiplash curves that were so popular at the time, does also show the first inklings of Art Deco style. This piece has been shown at various Cartier shows and exhibits, and they don't always display it this way, sometimes they display it the other way around. You may be wondering how a piece like this was meant to be worn, and the answer is however you wanted to. This seems like a piece that Cartier loans out quite often, and here it is being worn by Stella McCartney at the 2011 Met Gala. The way that she wore it, asymmetrically on the side of her head, is quite modern, although when it was originally made, I think it's more likely that it would have been worn low on the back of the head under an updo, potentially across the top of the head like a bandeau, or sitting upright like a tiara. If anyone at Cartier is watching this and would like to loan this tiara out to somebody new, I'm sure I can come up with some incredibly clever ways to wear it. This next piece is what I consider to be almost a spiritual successor to the beautiful wave headpiece. This was made a few years later in 1908, and it also exhibits quite a bit of early Art Deco influence. Also made of platinum and diamonds, the graceful design of graduated circles, or to be more correct, ovals, also lends itself very well to being worn multiple different ways. While doing research about this piece, I did find an identical example from Cartier that was sold by the Bukowski auction house with one major difference. This one had a barrette fitting. I don't know if this is actually the exact same headpiece that was exhibited at the show, and if it was, I don't know why they would take the barrette fitting off, because that does help people understand how this was intended to be worn. But if it's not, that implies that this was not a custom piece, but rather a stock item that you could buy ready-made from Cartier. The style does seem to have been rather popular. Here is a piece that was not made by Cartier, but was made by a French jeweler that was sold by Christie's. This was made around the same time as the Cartier head ornament.